What you doing, frequencies? Today, we're going to talk about how to get noticed as an artist. You can begin by rendering more and better service than you were paid for. I know it sounds wild. And sooner or later, you will receive compound interest on your investments. It is inevitable, listen to me now, it is inevitable that every seed of useful service you sow will sprout and reward you with an abundant harvest. In short, if you give a lot, you get a lot. Going the extra mile is not the sort of principle that can be put into practice in a few easy steps. Instead, it's a state of mind that you must develop. Instead of doing just enough to get by, you want to do above and beyond. So if by chance there is a reason or a moment that you fall short, you still land exactly where you want to be. There's a subtle but powerful mental attitude connected with it. Since going the extra mile can involve hardship, it will help you be conscious of all the different benefits it'll bring. Let's view the large increase in returns for a moment. The quantity and quality of the service you render will come back to you greatly multiplied. So let's break that down. Consider a farmer who plants a crop of wheat. If he harvested only 1 grain of wheat for what he planted, he'd be wasting his time. Instead, every successful grain produces a stalk and a sheath containing many more grains. And so it is with every service that you render. The same principle applies. If you render extra service unwillingly or resentfully, you probably won't get anything back. The law of compensation ensures that everything you do will bring some sort of result of the same kind. So to benefit from this, you must always render the most service you are capable of with the best attitude, and you must do so regardless of your immediate compensation. Even if it appears you will receive no immediate compensation. The most concrete one is your paycheck. If you are dissatisfied with its size, remember, until you begin to render more service than you are already being paid for, you are not entitled to any more pay. If you are convinced that you are already doing more work than you're being paid for, ask yourself why the law of compensation doesn't seem to be working. The sad fact is that most people have no definite purpose greater than getting that paycheck. No matter how hard they work, the wheel of fortune turns right past them because they don't expect nor demand more. What are you doing that shows you expect and demand more than what you are currently getting? Keep in mind, people who need your work have things to offer you. You are probably not the only person capable of providing what they need. What will distinguish you from the crowd? I'm going to tell you what will. The attention you generate by doing more than you are being paid to do. In doing so, you can become indispensable. Whether you are an employee or the head of your own company, going the extra mile makes you indispensable to others. There may be others with more knowledge, more skill, or prestige, but you are the only one who provides something absolutely necessary. People who pull themselves out of the crowd have included the priceless ingredients of going the extra mile and personal initiative in their service. Going the extra mile means you strengthen your ability to do your job and do it well. Carry out your task in a state of mind focused on providing the best service possible in the best possible attitude. And that's what will best reinforce your skill. By imposing systematic self-discipline, you understand the process better every time, and you impress upon your subconscious the need for quality work. Keep in mind, strength and struggle go hand in hand. Doing a job just to get it done, complaining about the task before you, and grumbling about your pay or not what you're getting paid, those aren't ways to make yourself excel. Always stay focused on doing your best work possible. When you have made yourself indispensable, you will gain not only security and the job, but the ability to select the work that you do. Going the extra mile is a way of writing yourself an insurance policy against the fear of poverty, against the fear of failure, against the competition from those who only go halfway. When you do more than you are immediately paid to do in a willing and cheerful manner, you develop a positive and pleasant mental attitude, and these are the cornerstones of an attractive personality. When you have an attractive personality, you can get almost anyone to behave towards you exactly as you wish. This attitude builds personal initiative. Personal initiative means doing what's needed to be done without being told. It's the most outstanding trait of an attractive personality. Going the extra mile develops personal initiative because you don't wait for things to happen, but you make them happen. When your mind is always focused on doing the best job possible, you are forced to look at every situation thoroughly. Part of your service is getting things accomplished, and that means putting personal initiative to work. Sometimes the hardest person to get along with is the one who uses your toothbrush. The same one you see in the mirror every morning. Talk to that person. Explain your plans and purpose. Seek cooperation. Outline your strategy for rendering extra service and listen to the answer you get. If it's doubtful, you need to spend a little more time selling yourself. Trust yourself. Let me say that one more time. Trust yourself, and you will always have someone to rely on. When you are doing your work eagerly and cheerfully, you avoid the temptation to do it this afternoon instead, or maybe tomorrow. In fact, you probably won't be able to wait to get your work done. You won't be able to wait to get started because you know that you are doing your best and being your best. So in this moment, I want to encourage you to go out into the world and give the world your very best. For sure, for sure.